Welcome back to Sweet Pea Sewing, Wardrobe Reset for Retirement, Part 2. Today I'm going to show you the styles of clothes that I like, and I've grouped it into garments. We'll go through mood boards and have a look at each of those. I wanted to mention that there was a great response to my last video where I showed you clearing out 20 odd years of clothing. I really enjoyed reading all of the comments and suggestions that people had, and I've taken them to heart. And I've really looked at my color palette and what's missing in my wardrobe, and I will be doing more videos on that. But today I'm going to show you the style of clothes that I'm drawn to. I've gone through my patterns and I've gone through Pinterest and magazines, just drawn together generally styles for dresses, tops, pants, outerwear, jumpsuits, coordinates, and I'll show you all of those. What am I wearing? I'm wearing the Ashling blouse by Jennifer Lauren. This is made from thrifted linen. I made it a few months back, and it was one of my successes. I really love this blouse. I'll definitely make it again. It's to me more of a fall and winter blouse, but I really like it. Let's look at my style boards, starting with dresses. Now, I've mentioned this before in videos. I love shift dresses and shirt dresses. Both of those styles I'm particularly drawn to. And I had recently made a dress, the Protea dress, that didn't turn out very well. It was mainly the fabric choice, I think. And I need to draw in the gathering in the waist. Here's a picture of it. But when I look through Pinterest and my patterns and that, I do like that dress, and I'm definitely going to try that style again with some adjustments, much lighter fabric, and definitely in my color palette. And I think it'll be a winner if I do that. So let's look at the dresses. Here's the first style board. And you can see that style of dress appears on here, along with shirt dresses and dresses made from knit jersey. Just really pretty dresses. Here's the second mood board. Again, that shift dress, little cap sleeves or longer. And some of these are colored with AI, and I realize that, but it does give you some kind of an idea. And I won't necessarily choose those colors that you see on these dresses, but it's the style that I'm looking at, the silhouette more than anything. The neckline, the button plackets, the shift dress look, knee length, maxi length. I love it all. Here's the third and final one. There's a skirt here with a little jersey top that's really cute that I definitely want to make up. And there's some patterns. I believe that's a McCall's pattern with the square neckline. Just really pretty look. That's what I would like to make in dresses, those looks. It's 3 or 4 kind of looks. The shift dress, the shirt dress, skirts, longer, comfortable, flowing, nothing really tight. Let's move on, tops. One of my commenters mentioned that I definitely have too many tops in patterns and I don't have enough solids. And I think she's right. I think she's right. But I do love colorful patterns, although I will try and move much more towards my color palettes. So looking at these tops, again, there's some just plain jersey tops, one from Style Arc there with the gathering across the tummy, the mid-calf length with just some tights. I love that look, and just plain simple collar with shorter sleeves. On the second page, I love this, the white one in the middle. That is the Be Mine by Pattern Emporium, I believe. But I like the look of the flowered one on the left, and I think the Rhapsody blouse from Love Notion could do that. And then down in the bottom right-hand corner, just classic sleeveless look with the collar. And I have made the simplicity one down in the very bottom corner. That was an easy make and is great for just a simple blouse. It's got a really nice gathering feature on the back. And then the final mood board, a lot of these again are AI colored. You can see that they're the same model. I can't help it, I love patterns. And I think I can do a blend. There's a number in here though of that same linen casual look that appeals to me. Yeah, so that's it for tops. Let's move on to pants. So this is all for summer planning. And the look of longer capris, because I know capris really mid-calf really aren't that flattering. So just above the ankle or at the ankle is what I would aim for. Slim lined with some of the pants, but I love the baggier look too. I love the bob style and the berry of Style Arc. That really appeals to me as well. And even more balloony and loosey, like the striped pants there. I just love those. But the slimline ones above that also appeal to me. And I think you can do patterns in pants with a solid top. I think a complementary color would look fantastic. Jumpsuits. I've never, well, I shouldn't say that. I probably have worn a jumpsuit or two in my life, certainly not recently. And there are some fantastic patterns out there. I recently joined Seamwork. They had 50% off and they have some fabulous patterns and I'm really excited about it. I'm not paid or endorsed by Seamworks at all, but I think it's a good choice for me as a newish sewer. I guess I'd call myself a confident beginner, I guess. And they have a lot of sew-alongs, and so I'm going to try a jumpsuit or two. And these ones appealed to me. There's also Tilly in the Buttons. You'll probably recognize many of these patterns and looks. But the ones, the Style Arc ones, which are on the left there, my left, your left, right, left. The Style Arc ones, which are the three ladies standing together, great options, and I love that look. But I also really like the Tilly in the Buttons ones there in the bottom middle. And over on the very right, those ones are right up my alley too. So there's a lot of those, and you can also make them into rompers, and there's the overall look as well. So that is definitely my style. Coordinates. So basically these are two-piece outfits in my mind. I might be totally wrong there, but that's the way I feel they are. The two-piece look in linen really suits me with the same color, the monochromatic look. And also the simplicity pattern in the middle with the top and the bottom. Really like that look. Simple, cool for the summer. Just throw it on and your day is done. And a few more other pattern options here too. Just the longer dress, and you can mix and match it with the pants. I hope you're getting an idea of where I'm going with my style. And finally, jackets or outerwear. Now this is an area that I really have almost nothing in. And I have a couple of cardigans, but they're much too warm for this time of year. So here's the first mood board. And again, the linen comes into play big time here with either a button placket that's left open or closed, or one button or no buttons. Just something you can throw on. Cotton, linen, usually in a neutral color, but not always. Depends on what you've got underneath, right? And there's the second mood board. The simplicity pattern there with the three examples down the side. You can make a longer jacket. That one I did have on my Make 9. The Metro blazer, and there's one from Style Arc in there. just a really casual, nice look rather than a jacket that, you know, is constricting and conforming. But especially in linens and maybe a bit heavier cottons, that's what I'd like to do. I'm going to show you a couple of my color palettes and where I'm going to try and fit those styles in, and I'm going to be doing a future video on my fabrics. I've separated them by my color palette and colors that really aren't in my color palette, and this has been such a learning curve for me. It really has, because I have just bought fabrics without any kind of thinking about whether they really do look good on me or not, and I've got a lot that I can always use them to sew for other people, or I can use them for under jackets or pants or skirts, or I will definitely use them. I am not getting rid of them. But it is interesting when you start honing in on your actual color palette. Here's the light spring, and there's the light summer. And I don't 100% plan on sticking to this. I'm going to do what I darn well like as far as colors. But I do know, generally speaking, these are my colors. So it gives me guidance. It really does. And I've had so many compliments on this peach. And I always thought, wow, is that really this really bright corally peach? But you know what? It's right here on the light spring. Initially, I thought it was light summer, but I've done a few AI and light spring comes up every single time. Yeah, that's where I really feel like I'm sitting. But they're sisters. They're right on each season. So working together, I think I can have a pretty beautiful wardrobe to work towards. Let me know if any of those styles, silhouettes appeal to you, and whether you have actually gone through your wardrobe or done something similar as far as trying to figure out what your style is, and also the color palette. How has that worked for you? Have you gone through everything? Because I definitely did not start my sewing journey out with anything looking at any real styles of what I liked. I just sort of picked randomly, and the colors have only really come into play in the last month for me, as far as really realizing I want to look better overall in my sewing. If I'm going to be making this effort to make these beautiful outfits, I want it to work together. I want it to be cohesive, and I want it to look good on me. So let me know if you have also gone through that journey and where you've ended up. If any of these silhouettes or styles look familiar as far as a pattern is concerned, I'm curious if you've made it, what colors you made it from, and how you work with that. I'd really like some feedback on that. What are you missing from your closet that you really need to focus on and make? Now I'm going to open present number 8 from my daughter Diana. Back in April, for my birthday, she gave me a box of 12 wrapped fabrics. It was just the most incredibly lovely gift. I was so thrilled. And I've opened 4 of them. I open 1 each week. It's just so much fun. And I need to open number 8. Here it is. The wrapping paper was beautiful as well. You can go back to my prior videos and see the fabrics that I've opened up till then. It's funny because a few of them, of the 4, I think 2 of them are in her color palette. She's a redhead. And 2 of them are in my color palette, so I'll have to make some things up for her. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, this is different. Oh, it's beautiful. This, I think this might be in my color palette. Let's look. What do you think? I think those colors are pretty darn close. It's definitely got it in there, but the background red, it's interesting. I'll have to think about that one. It may make a beautiful dress or a skirt, possibly color blocking with a white on top or something else. This is something else that I'm definitely considering. Beautiful fabric. Thank you very much, Diana. In next week's video, I'm going to show you everything that I have made since I started sewing. The wins and fails, ups and downs. I have sewn a lot more than I realized, and a lot of it isn't working. It really does not fit my wardrobe reset for retirement. It really doesn't. But that's okay. Most of it is made from thrifted fabric, so it's not a loss in that way. I think it's made well. I'm going to donate it, or maybe I'll have a look at it and see whether it's something that I can make something further out of, or maybe somebody else in my family or friends may want it. But yeah, it's been a really good learning experience for me to come to this point, to do a big clean out of my closet, look at the colors and the styles that I want to make. It's really given me a goal and a guidepost. Make sure you like and especially that you subscribe, because I'll be doing lots more videos on this wardrobe retirement reset and restyle. Hope to see you soon. Happy sewing. Bye-bye.